Thank you. Okay, so what is the objective? What is the school in which you are enrolled? It is a business school. It is a very unique, very responsive, very important business school to the region. It's very complex, as you would see on the board. We don't just develop and run academic programs, but what we've done is to create a constellation of services that will provide you with those experiences that you need in order to fulfill your education ambition. Just to say in a short way. Alright? What are some of those services? Well, in addition to your program, we also offer you an opportunity to do executive education programs, so you and people in your company can work together. We run conferences. One in particular is a Distinguished Leadership and Innovation Conference, in which we bring the best gurus of the world in leadership to you. That's critical, because we are not a local school of business. We would have started really small, but now we are quite a very, very different view. We're a very global school of business, and more you see global students sitting in your classes, joining you online as well in your programs. And so, we're contesting and sharing and shaping together with students from all over the world. Alright? So we get you accustomed to global discourse. I just want to point out on the right side there, you see a lot of centers. And those are the centers set up for our research. And research, those centers are chosen very carefully, because that's where we are most concerned. Those are the areas in which we are most concerned. And where we try to link not just research to academia, or research to academia, but we try to link our research to global research and also to practice. That makes us one of the leading business schools with respect to practice in these areas. The kinds of conversations we have with you and with each other are at the leading edge of that particular field. We go to conferences all over the world, we attend events and so on. So we ensure that what you are getting is a globally responsive, as well as globally responsive education. Some of our newest innovations are our Innovation Lab, the Social Innovation Lab, which really helps us to say to the world at large, and helps especially to Trinidad and Tobago, that we are here to change society. We're not just here to run programs. We are here to change society. Is there anybody here who is joining us in that effort? Can you just put your hand up? Let me ask you again. Is there anybody here? Not you, sir. And now, can you put your hand up? Because you are the leaders of it. Thank you. So there's our purpose. We started the school with a simple motto of where leaders come to learn. Then we recognize that we are much more than a place where leaders come to learn. We are a place where we promise you that we will educate extraordinary, innovative leaders who will do something. You will positively reshape not just business, but business and society. You will do that by challenging the status quo at all times. Is it really how we should be? And we're going to say, should Trinidad and Tobago right now, in the 21st century, be in the condition in which we are right now? Should we be this? Eh? Come on, guys. No. With all the money that we have, should we be in a situation in which we find ourselves today? Grappling with a discourse about diversification? Should we, sir? And therefore, you 240 people are going to go out there and change this discourse and change the direction. Am I right? even in finance. Maths especially in finance. Yeah. So that's our purpose, and we can't achieve that alone. We have to achieve that with you. Even as we reshape ourselves, and we do that service so flexible, we just reshape ourselves every day when we realize something is not working right. Yeah? We try to get it right. We have to get it right. So, this is one of the biggest initiatives that we engage ourselves in. And I would like to say that the Principles for Responsible Management Education launched by the UN Global Compact, we actually contributed to the development of these principles. One of our past executive directors, Professor Dr. Balgobin, Dr. Raouf Balgobin, actually joined the United Nations in developing these principles for business schools. So of course, we have to live by them. Alright? And we do. And these are the principles. So that we will work together with the global community to ensure that we create a globally sustainable and responsible society. Our reach is far beyond the Caribbean. Our reach is not just the Caribbean. Our reach is local, regional, and the rest of the world. Wherever we find ourselves, wherever we are creating impact. That we will live by those values of social responsibility. We will live by those values of sustainability and commitment to change, of leadership, and so on. That we will find the methods for ensuring that we deliver that kind of value. And just to talk a little bit about value. When the economy crashed in 2008, the global economy, a lot of business schools thought that, you know what they should do? We should perhaps have our students make a pledge, including Harvard, and so on. So, students make a pledge saying, I will be good, I will not crash the economy, I will do good business, and I will do good for society. But does that work? Make one guess. Does that really work? Just making a pledge? Not really. You really have to understand why this is important. And it is not just a condition of the heart. Doing good is actually a condition of the head. Being smart. You work that out in the past. We will do the research to advance the sustainability of business, of social enterprises, of all kinds of organizations. Alright? And we will do both theoretical and empirical research. We will partner with businesses, we will partner with other schools, we will partner with NGOs, with public service. That's another thing our founding fathers would have been proud of. That we actually partner with the public service. How many of you here are in institutional innovation and effectiveness? That is one of the programs that will help us make rapid advances in public sector reform. Isn't that so much? Absolutely. She said like a true leader. Right? Partnership across all components, aspects, if you like, of society, so that we can do what we need to do. And dialogue, of course, because this is not just coming from our head alone. These are shared ideas. These ideas come about by discourse and discussion, rationality, emotional contact, all of those things. Without all of them, we can't do anything alone. Yeah? So we do promote the discourse and we do that in a very free and open way. So students, to join us, we recognize you have your rights, and we thought we'd share some of those rights with you. I'm pretty sure you know all of them, don't you? Don't you? So these are some of the rights. Is there anyone you'd like me to touch in particular? What do you think is the most important one bit? What will you not compromise on? Equity, quality of treatment, okay? Yes, that's because all human beings like to be treated fairly, equally. And we want to be sure we're treated with respect, kindness, and even love. Sometimes we're afraid to use that word, don't we? Love is important. So yes, what else will you not compromise on? And love goes both ways. I'll come it back when I share it with you. What else? Everything you compromise on. Can't compromise on anything. So I would say one of our critical jobs is to find you the best faculty. To make sure you have the best teachers in front of you, isn't that so? Yes? Two parts of the equation. Building is not so important because we were really becoming great when we had no building. You know? So the building is just a plus. But it doesn't take away, having a building doesn't take away from the fact that we create learning spaces everywhere. In people's offices, in canteens, you know, in Grand Bazaar, all kinds of places we get together and learn. And we will continue to do that. But our faculty, we cannot compromise on the quality of faculty. We have to make sure we put the best faculty in front of you. So let us know if that is not happening, and let us know early. But you have some responsibilities as well, don't you? So I was looking up, you know, I look at the research on neuroscience. And neuroscience on March 1st said that they have found a way to pour knowledge into people's brains. Isn't that great? Instead of eating a pizza, and they can pour some knowledge about how to drive and so on into your brain. Isn't that great? Yes? Would you like to swap out your learning experience for that? Yeah? Yes. Well, until you can actually do that, because some of the limitations are that, you know, the knowledge that they pour in doesn't always turn to wisdom and doesn't always help you to act. So no matter what pouring in takes place, you're going to have to convert that into wisdom, wise action. You can also have to convert that into something that sits well with you ethically and morally. You're going to have some conversions to do. You can't take care of that. So as far as science is progressing, sure, you have lots of stuff that you take stuff out and you can put stuff into your ventilators and so on. But your learning is your ultimate responsibility. What we can do for you. You agree? That, if you do not make space for it, and if I can only say one thing to you, say you made time to come here today, and you want to make space for your learning. I'm not just talking about coming to class on time. You have to be there on time, and you have to be cognitively and emotionally and psychologically ready to engage. Ready to engage. One wise business school professor said, you know, you really can't multitask. Forget about it. But when the task is engaging your attention, give it your full attention. You can be fully attentive. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. You're thinking about the project report that you have to do for somebody else, or wife at home telling you that you need to spend time with me, forget it. Might as well be able to spend time with you. That's what I say. So, importantly, engage when you come in, your presence is all of your presence. So also your contribution. Master's students do not only learn from their faculty, they learn from each other. They learn from the experiences of each other and from others as well. So, if you're not contributing, then you're what? Sponging. You ever heard that word? Sponging. Sponging. You really want to be contributing because, you know, when you contribute, you have even better sponge. Alright? And I'm serious about that. To contribute, you have to read the form, you have to prepare yourself, you have to articulate your arguments, you have to articulate your concerns, you have to articulate. Full stop. So, you guys abide by the laws, create social examples, right? Social impact is business. Right now, we are advancing, I would say, our quality management system to assess the extent to which you are making social impact. We get all kinds of awards for our quality management system. Now we will have to get some more global awards for it. Alright? Because we're leading the way in this regard. How do you measure the impact of students? So you have to be present, be on time, show respect. These things are all mutual. Show respect to each other. Bring them out of laws and meeting. Welcome, come on in. Just grab a seat anywhere, make yourself comfortable. There are a couple seats in front of everyone. Yes. And the last one is to take care of, what I want to focus on is to take care of yourself. You cannot delay when you say, when I stop this program, I'll start to exercise and eat right and so on. You don't compromise that, please. You know, if you compromise your health, you can't have anything happen. Alright? So try and eat right and take care of yourself in all respects. These ideas that we talk about, we express them through that process of curriculum design. That's one thing we have in our hands. To design the experiences for you to achieve whatever it is we would like you to achieve. We have that in our hands. That's what we do. Okay? Create, as I told you, a whole set of services. But we also benchmark against the most important indicators globally. Alright? Global Competitiveness Survey, which tells us every year, year after year, we report that we are not competitive. And so we keep that survey in mind as we try to push you towards increased competitiveness. Alright? And of course, the student activities are there as well, because ultimately we are social beings. And you don't make any decisions and you really move to action unless you are inspired emotionally. Isn't that so? Unless you get connected emotionally to something, you really don't act on it. Act. No decision is ever taken logically alone. Decisions are taken emotionally. We are emotional creatures. We are social creatures. How do you consider that? So they said that these are some of the things that you must read, this chapter, your handbook and so on. So you must take a look at that drive, right? Okay. Go through it, has your regulations and so on. Take a look at it. So, again, welcome to the Arthur Lovejoy Graduate School of Business. I hope you fully understand what you're a part of. And we welcome you. We look forward to working with you closely to better not just you and your families, but to do what we want to do for society.
So, as I was introduced, I'm Dr. Felicia, the Learning Assurance Operations Supervisor in the Learning Assurance Unit. But apart from that, I'm also the Learning Assurance Officer for both the MIIE and the MISCM program. So, as you are new, and today especially, you have met your support system. Your support system is your Learning Assurance Officers for your various programs, as well as your program coordinators. And over the next 2 years, really and truly, what we are here for is to support your learning, your experiences, to support all the challenges, the frustrations, the agonies, the joys, the triumph, everything for you within the next 2.5 years of your program. Because to be honest, it's going to be difficult. You are going to have new challenges. You are going to have issues from start to finish, but everything is attainable. There's no difficult solution, there's no difficult solution to any problem you pose us, and that's what we work for. We really work to support you. So, as a learning assurance unit, ideally, we offer ourselves to you. So, as Fiona would have explained, we are available whole day, Monday to Friday, as well as on weekends. Right? Your learning assurance officers will always be in constant contact with you. You can always contact us if you need information, if you need assistance, if you need guidance. Most times we are available on evenings, even if you just need somebody to talk to, because these are experiences that we cherish. And at the end of the day, we really want to see each and every one of you succeed throughout your program. And along with the learning assurance, you'll have to give some brief information about some of the support services that we offer. So the good thing is, as a UE student, you have access to UE support systems as well. You're not in a silo. There are people that can help at any part of your journey. So your UE student access is you can even access UE's gym, provided you have the UE's ID card. And that's a good thing about being a UE student as well as a lockjack student. Right? It's very prestigious, and who wouldn't want that at the end of the day to say I am a lockjack, right? The IT services, our IT support staff are here for you as well. Even if you call and you don't anyone able to reach them, you can contact them via the email address, and they are always responsive as well, so to our emailing team. And as you go through your program and this start of trimester, you will be gaining more information about all these support services available to you. For example, the e-learning system is where you get all your students class-related information. So it's of utmost importance during this first month, really and truly, that you are able to access these services and to really and truly make use of these services. So as Dr. Morgan alluded to, as a student you have responsibilities, and as LAU staff we have responsibility to you as well. But the only way for that relationship to work, we both have to take ownership of what we have to do. And as a student, you need to take ownership, and as LAU staff, we take ownership to support you throughout the process. And of course, the library. Of utmost importance throughout this journey is research. There's going to be a lot of reading. I will stress there's going to be a lot of reading, and a lot of reading, and a lot of reading, and a lot of research. Make use of these support systems. The worst thing that you can do is handicap your learning abilities by not taking advantage of these systems here to assist you. Our library staff is willing, our LA staff is willing to help you. The IT staff, the e-learning staff, we are all here to support your journey throughout this process. So that is, I have a short presentation, that's it, but it's really for you to understand and to appreciate, and we are happy, truly, to have each and every one of you here with us. And while we go together to make sure that you have a wonderful, I mean, it's going to be challenging, I will say that again, but it's going to be worthwhile at the end of the day when you cross the stage and you have your certificate in hand because you accomplished this. And you accomplished it because you had our support and you hold on Lockjack GSE support behind you. Right? Thank you.
Well, good evening, everyone. How are you all feeling today? Nice to see a lot of smiles. Yeah, tell me something. When you got your acceptance letter, and how you felt, how did your family feel, your parents, your siblings? What type of feeling would you describe that? Excited and scared? Good? Any pride? Any proud? Anybody feeling proud of their achievement, of the road that they decided to take? I see some nodded heads. Well, this is the thing, is that, you know, it is a really, really big step in one's life when you know there's a challenge, you look at that challenge and you say, I'm going to go and take that challenge. And so right there when we talk about educating innovative and extraordinary leaders, you guys have fallen into that category because you guys are born for that challenge. I'm sure your parents and your family feel the same way. before we go ahead, I want to start a little exercise here. I have the opportunity. Let me see if you all have a little booklet inside your bags. Pull out your pen and paper. It won't take too long, just for a minute. See if you can transform, using one single line, transform that into verse 6. It will just be 1 minute. So, feel free to collaborate with your neighbor next door. You ask them what you think when you're presenting the guy or I want the answer ready, but on they want to approach it. Right? So the clock is started already. Some people make little progress. Okay, really see correct answers. Line could be a straight line, anything. Alright. That's it. Who thinks they have the right answer? Let me see. Right. Well, there's some good answers. Only one answer. So the next minute, 1 times 6 is 6. Right? Well, all you do is 6 times. Okay. But many people can't even get the answer. Or sometimes you get stuck in the frame that this is Roman numerals. Right? 9. A very short message is that, we want you to think outside the box. As Professor Copeland says, innovation is going to be one of the key drivers of our development going forward. And in order to drive that innovation, you have to have that type of mindset where you think outside the box. Don't get trapped into what it looks like at first. Innovation, you ask why not? You look at something impossible and you say why not. So I just wanted to start with that. This is getting late and I realized a lot of hands went up, so I didn't expect. So before I continue on, I just want to point out again, I'm talking about a lot of the other stuff that is involved in school, but we have all these different social media channels, right? I just mentioned that talk about how you make us proud. You said excited and scared. Now I know in this world people share in social media, they share their experiences, they have always status updates. Well, don't feel scared. We are open. We accept, how whatever anybody says. So feel free to tweet, use Facebook, log in. Here's one of the first things I think you should sign up to our page. You'll get a lot of information about things that the school is doing. And certainly Facebook and LinkedIn. LinkedIn, we have some of our faculty and some of our staff and some of our students are posting different things on LinkedIn. We put up blogs and different articles and so on. So that's a different aspect of the school. So even if you want to tweet or hashtag it right now, student orientation 2016 hashtag, feel free. So okay, coming back a little bit now to the academic side of things, right?
With 895 watts of power flowing through your speakers.
So that little tagline there was from, this is Pulse 89.5, a radio station started in Tobago. It was just last year they launched. But where did it start from? How did that even become something? That was out of a business plan done at the practicum stage of the program here at Jackson School. And so a real radio station was launched. And this practicum is at the end of your program. After you learn all the different stuff, this is where you apply your learnings to a real practical thing. Either you do a business plan or you engage with a company. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the engagement with a company. But our students have really gone on and engaged with other companies. if you see some of the different testimonials, real value coming out of this practical exercise, something that we cherish, something that we acknowledge, something that we accept, something that we are fact going to implement. We want when our students go out and interact with companies, we're all about creating value. This is how we drive that innovation. And we can start even while we are still building. We don't have to wait and put one step to the next. We can start right now. So this practicum has evolved, and with Dr. Mangal and our rest of the team, we really changed not just the practicum, but the whole learning model to what we call authentic learning, which is real life learning. And the practicum is one application of that. And so these are some of the companies that our students have already engaged with multiple practicum and added value in multiple areas. You guys may bring the next group of companies, or might even take some of these companies and build out the ideas even further. Who knows? It's wherever your interests lie. And what adds value to your life and what adds value to an organization's life. But we took that authentic model that was developed and we said, okay, we have that now. How can we go even further? So yes, we can work with a lot of these companies right here at home. But we said we're going to take this, and I'll get it to the next slide. We're going to take that and we're going to start looking for international projects. You'll see some of it just now. But this is really what that practicum is. I'm a little partial to the practicum because I'm involved in the practicum unit. So please, this is why I spent a little bit of time. It's an impactful learning experience that will really change the way and develop some of these soft skills and that type of thing that you need to succeed in business and even sometimes in your personal and professional life. So last year we had 2 students who did internships. They actually went for 3 months to Washington, D.C., where they worked with the Inter-American Development Bank. And what we did is we were able to blend that experience with their practicum. So they had an academic supervisor who was a part of the faculty that was paired with them, and they worked on a research project that had practical outcomes at the IU. This year, in December of this year, we have a group of students that are prepared. We're just still working on the final logistics and so on, to go to Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro, where they are going to link with a Brazilian company and try to add value with that for that Brazilian company. They'll do most of the work starting September, October over Skype and all these Google Hangouts and so on. But then they will visit and have a short face-to-face on 1 week in December. And then they come back and wrap it up and that type of stuff. So we've taken the model and now transforming. So you will have that opportunity. We're looking into next year. You'll hear about some of these study trips, but we're trying to see the whole business yet. We're trying to tap into Silicon Valley and San Francisco. So, this is how we're going to try to see how can we make these experiences, how can we form these linkages, how can you leverage your experience while you're here at the school to really get more value add for yourself out of the educational experience. So, moving on to some other parts of the school, and you saw that Dr. Mangal showed all the different things the school is involved in, but this one is the Assessment Center and Institutional Effectiveness Unit. This is the unit that really, most of you all would have done the idea, assessment, and so on. This is the unit that actually conducts that analyzes it, that presents the findings and so on. That's one of the things they do, right? They also then look at institutional effectiveness, and then there's this instrument which called Student Voice. Really, that's a channel where we go and we find out from you, and I'll tell you a few more of the surveys, find out from you what you think about everything about the student experience here. So that the whole idea is what you call iterative learning. So once we get then you start to change things away, everything from the academic design and so on, to just straight the full experience, so that it will be better for you and better for the future and better for people to come in the future. Right? And then there's HR services, which I'll move on to this slide upon. This unit also provides HR services to external companies, or to maybe your company where you work, right? And these are the different things in terms of psychometric testing, there will be selection for profile, a whole bunch of things. As our executive director has said, this is not only a school of business, this is a school for business. So again, in your life, as you interact at the school, keep in mind that you may be able to bring value to your organization right now. By saying, oh yeah, at the school, maybe we need this in America, who knows? Right? But keep that in mind about how you add value. And these are the different types of services in terms of this unit also does for external parties as well. The student voice, as I talked about, this is where we really going to address the different issues and come back with feedback as well. So that once you fill out these surveys, you will get feedback on some of the issues that have been highlighted and some of the things that we'll be addressing as well. An example of some things that came out of here, out of these surveys and so on, is that car park over there, we had a parking space issue. Well, only when you do a formal thing and you find out, okay, look, this is coming up very frequent. They build the new car park, computer restaurant changes. This is an ongoing thing. I think you also probably want to also put your thoughts on that. Shuttle services to make it easy, and as Professor Cooper said, the access and accessibility is an important thing for coming. And obviously, the core of what we do, which is program design and faculty development. So in terms of the type of surveys, in the next 2 weeks, you'll be getting an admission survey to find out what you thought about the experience where you were making up your mind to decide up to when you decided in your role. Because we want to make sure and learn from what happened and continue to make it better. The faculty, formative and faculty summit surveys, these things happen in every course, and these are the way we continue to improve the course trimester after trimester, every single course, every single program. We don't ever stop still and say, yes, we're relevant and we're happy with what we have. You always have to drive for something better, and these are the tools that we use. In terms of student satisfaction, that's the thing that will come out on the student voice, and it happens usually around March, I believe it's around time, and then later on you don't have to think about this yet, but when you're finished all your courses, and maybe just before you get to start, you get a student exit as well. All those things handled out of that AIE group. So, telling you a little bit more of some other things that we do here at school is executive and educational programs and so on. So in the school, before you join, you will see our programs of in-school programs and so on, but there are programs that we offer to different companies where we go in and design programs for the companies, or we have specific workshops and that type of stuff. And this is what happens out of this particular group. And it continues, and in addition to that, this group also does some big conferences. Has anybody heard of a Longchamp conference before? With it advertising? Well, we do have, and they're very, very well attended and so on by the business community. In fact, I'm just going to highlight a couple of 3 of them really. One is the Women in Leadership Conference. Now, all the future trends in what you call the future of work and all the global studies have done has said that women are going to play increasingly more a part and participate more in the workforce, and specifically in the managerial side of the workforce. The numbers, it will come to at least 50-50, if not more. And so this is where we said we need to really embrace that and embrace our students and the society in looking at how women will continue to be able to develop and, really take on those leadership roles, which has happened already, but we always have to go for more and more. There's this brand innovation conference, which is more for marketing professionals. We've had 2 over the last couple of years. The guy's name is Shasta Strauss. He's a brand guru, global brand guru, and the kind of innovation drivers and so on that come out of these conferences. These conferences are open not just to students, but also the public as well. And this is how we again try to do that shaping and helping shape society and going forward. And then this is our, what you call our flagship conference. Distinguished Leadership and Innovation Conference. And you'll see 2016, how these conferences are devised, just by the way, is based on market demand. What we see as need in the market at the time. So our 2016 conference was roaring out of recession. Now, I thought that's really good, nice, good timing. We're going through a little bit of a downturn. This is a good thing to get people thinking forward a little bit. Well, it seems, you guys have made that decision already. You guys have already decided that you guys are going to roar out to this recession. Because you are in the right place at the right time. You spend these 2 years developing yourself. As things come up, and I'm not saying that recession will take 2 years, but it will go through a little while. But you guys are in the right place so that you yourself will come out roaring out of recession. Just your competitive advantage compared to your peers who are not here alone is going to be improved. And so, I thought that was an apt title for that conference, and it applied to you guys as well. Now, we have also other things in terms of study trips and so on that we organize. And, really, this is about broadening. Let's talk about the need for exporting and living foreign currency. But sometimes you have to have a view. And that's why we do things like VU and so on. And so you have to have a view of what it is outside so that you can understand how better to tap into those markets, how to sell our services or export products and so on outside. And that global mindset is a critical component for success going forward. And so these international study trips, this is what it's designed to do, is to give you that view. And here are just some of the examples of some of the past study trips that have happened and our students have gone. And coming up, the plan for next year is Cuba and the Netherlands. We're still working out some of the things. In addition to that, we're working with the actual projects and practicums with companies. As I said, we're presently trying to tap into that Silicon Valley base and see if we can at least make a few links to have some students be able to have that opportunity to interact in those spaces as well. Now, if I will have talked about the alumni, and the one thing that the team has done a great job in is really keeping that alumni close to the school. And so much so that alumni have agreed, you see this website here, alumni have agreed to go into a pool. And if you want, let's say you're feeling stressed or if you're feeling something is going on and you're not sure about it, maybe you don't want to talk to your faculty, you're not so sure you want to talk to your peers. It's a pool of alumni that said we will be willing to mentor students. And you go on and they I don't know the exact system, to me it's like a little Star Trek kind of stuff, but there's some kind of matching thing there. And you guys are able to engage and interact with these alumni. And these alumni, as you know, from the Lovejack GSP, could be very, very senior people in many different organizations because they come here, they've gone through what you've gone through, they know what you're going through, and they will be very good and very good at it. So it's something while you're here, those networking links, those conferences, again, those networking links are one of the value adds outside of just straight academics that, is a great, great, great benefit of being at the school. As we're talking the same thing about networking and mentorship. And so, there's a lot of things, there's one thing that we're saying is if you want to interact and make friends with people who do great things in business over their lifetime, you're in the right place. And if you want to interact with people who have already done great things in business, you're in the right place. So take advantage of these opportunities, as it works out very well. Just to wrap it up, just a couple more slides. We have this booster, which is when you come up with that business plan and you work it out and you are going. Nothing's going to stop you. True entrepreneurs don't wait and say, oh, I need money, this and that. They're going. It's either somebody else come on board or what, but they're going. This business is designed to be able to facilitate that entrepreneur, that business to become a reality. So it is the next thing that we want to look into as well. Everything is on our website. I didn't have much time today here to really go into detail on any of the particular items. And just like on the social events, the sport and cultural club is a great club. Really that camaraderie that you will build there outside of just the academics is something you should look into. We also have a debate club that has started. In fact, the first meeting is this Saturday morning. Now, I know you all think about other classes, you might have classes at that time and all this type of thing, but having said that, the first thing is this Saturday morning for the debate club. And the thing is, the debate club formed out of the fact that we are currently the present champions in debating at tertiary level debates done by the Integrity Commission. This just happened. So, again, there's a lot of different ways, and once in where your interest lies, you could channel your interest along these things. So, in terms of communication and so on, this is our newsletter. You will notice there if you have the scan code, you just scan that. If you have a scanner, scan it, you'll get the newsletter right away outside. But you can look at the newsletter and so on. This one's about the review opportunity as well. But the student email is key. And then also you will receive your system that has text messaging system where things if we need to send you a message or you'll get that type of stuff as well. So with that, I know it's a little bit quick, but I wanted to give you a little bit of a taste of what you can experience outside of the academics. And I'll pass it back on to you.